Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. I'm feeling like a little bit of a zombie this morning. You can probably tell in my voice that I can't really speak properly. That's just tiredness. I haven't done a long ride like yesterday in so long, just because the race season started now. You don't really get the opportunity to do a hard 5-hour ride. However, as I mentioned yesterday, there was no racing this weekend, or no racing on the Sunday, no road racing. So I made the most of it and went out for a long ride. I did a few threshold intervals up the climbs, as well as for keeping in zone 2 for the entirety of the ride. And I was expecting, particularly in the last hour, to just really drop off the pace and get real tired, purely because I haven't done any like 5-hour endurance rides since probably when I was in Girona in January, to be honest. But I didn't, and I felt really good until I got home. However, today when I woke up, I'm definitely feeling it walking the dogs. I just had to do so many takes then. I genuinely can't speak this morning. My brain is just not functioning. I just thought I'd let you know that this is the last of the t-shirts. There's not that many left now. Once these sell out, there's not going to be any more, or not for quite a few months anyway. So if you want one, get one whilst you can. I just thought I'd let you know. Alright, got a question. Cameron, how do you train for crits? How do I train for crits? So the majority of training for crits or for criteriums is done in the build phase. This is the period from sort of the end of January up until like March time when you start racing. And this is when you bring the intensity into your training. And therefore this is where a lot of the training for the crits comes from. Because if we break a crit down, essentially it is a 1-hour race. It's short, it's fast, it's high intensity. So for training, you've got to replicate that race. One session that's perfect and really helps me with my crit training is 20/40s and 30/30s. And you start by doing 20/40s. Now you build this into a relatively short session, maybe a 1-hour or a 2-hour ride, and you'll do 2 lots of 10 minutes of 20/40s. Now what this is essentially is a 20-second full gas max out sprint, 40-second recovery. 20-second max out sprint, 40-second recovery. Do that for 10 minutes, have 10 minutes nice and easy pedaling, and then do another block of 10 minutes. And then after a couple of weeks of doing this session, you'll move on to 30/30s, which basically is adding another 10 seconds onto the sprint and reducing the recovery by 30 seconds, making the session harder. Now what this does, it allows the body to make repeated efforts, repeated attacks, whilst still, whilst your heart rate is still up here, whilst you're still on the limit. It's about raising the limit of where you're able to go hard, to sort of put it simply. So your base limit might be here. Anything over this, like, you're blown. You're out the back. You can't sprint. You can't attack. You can't do anything. It's about raising this limit up to here. And with these repeated attacks, with these sprints, you need power. So if you want to be a good crit racer, you don't want to be ridiculously skinny, ridiculously light. You want to have a little bit of muscle mass there. You want to be a little bit heavier, and therefore you're able to generate more power. So I guess the way to summarize all of that is the types of sessions you want to be doing for crits is HIIT sessions, high intensity interval training. A couple of HIIT training sessions a week plus a crit race, and before you know it, you'll be able to get around the race no problem. Spent the last few hours at my desk working, and I still feel like it's first thing in the morning. I still, when you wake up and you just got that tiredness over you, I still feel like that. I still feel like that even though it's mid-afternoon now. So I'm gonna do the one thing that always helps: go and grab a coffee. Well, I say mid-afternoon, but it's actually more like 4:30. I told myself that I was going to stop drinking coffee like later on in the day, but so far it hasn't happened. Just finished up with the live stream. I'm not posting them as videos anymore, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to watch the live streams, click the bell on this side or this side, and it will notify you whenever I go live. But I'm heading out to meet Edward this evening Don't know what we're gonna do. It's just a nice evening. I've got nothing to do. Ed's got nothing to do. So we're gonna meet up and figure out a plan. He only lives like down the road. That's why I'm walking. You switched your fixie for a skateboard.
Yeah.
So where are we going, Ed?
We're going to Harrock Hill.
Harrock Hill. What are we going to do at Harrock Hill?
We're going to take pictures, Cameron.
We're going to take pictures. So
yeah.
Essentially, where I went yesterday. No, we're not going to the same place. That was Hunters Hill yesterday. We're going to Harrock Hill today. Ed wants to take some pictures, so I thought I'll come with him, help him.
Oh, thank you, Cam.
I want to just like stand and watch. You all should check out Ed on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram down below. He posts some. He's into like photography and all that stuff. So he posts some pretty sick photos. Yeah, go and check out his Instagram. If you like the photos, give him a follow. And some abuse on his photos. That has always been.
Yeah, no, yeah, abuse is always like key.
It's always appreciative.
Big.
We're going to try and climb. Edward's already climbed up there. I'm going to try and climb up there.
Railing's like proper went in. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be wobbling that.
Oh mate, it's sketchy though because it's like tilted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, boy!
So I decided to climb up. Probably a bad idea. It's weird though because it's like, I don't know how you explain it. It starts fat at the bottom and then at the top it gets narrower. So basically I'm on like a slant like this. And I don't fancy going any higher.
Cameron's got the skills to pay the bills.
I don't know about paying bills, but I've got the skills.
Yeah, true that. Well, I slid down, but you can jump. It's not gonna.
Whoa! Climbing Cam, coming at you with a brand new video. Like, subscribe, share. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll try and like show you. Yeah, if you look at this angle, like that is the angle it is, yeah? It's like slanted. So as you can imagine, when you're stood there, it's like you're sort of being pushed in. So tonight is pretty hazy and a little bit foggy, so there's not much of a sunset. So we didn't really take any photos or do that, we just climbed a little bit and now we're heading home. So after what happened yesterday with the corrupted GPS file, quite a few of you said to use a like a GPX repair tool, which I have used in the past. I use one called fitfiletools.com, which sort of works, but unfortunately this time it wouldn't work. I did try that yesterday after when I uploaded it, and I only had like 1/3 of the ride. That was the first thing I thought of and the first thing I tried. But even now when I go back to my Garmin and have a look at the ride, it still says 33 miles, so I did do 90, trust me. But whatever, it is what it is, we can't change it now. But that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.